Allie, and today we are going to be doing a treatment for this hot mess that I have going on. Just real quick, I am a hairdresser for those of you who don't know or who may be new to my channel. My hair has gone through a lot. I started out light and then I put a little bit of like a funky color in, decided I didn't like it, had to do color removers, had to go dark, and have been going light again. My hair is also naturally curly and coarse and dry, so although it is over processed and highlighted and colored, naturally my hair just is very dry and very fragile and brittle, even though it's thick and coarse. It's complicated, my hair. But I also did a smoothing treatment on my hair. That's why it is straight, but my ends are kind of hating me right now because obviously with the smoothing treatment I did have to go over it with a flat iron. So today we are going to be doing the Pro Fiber treatment. Real quick, just a little disclaimer. So I am going to do a quick little toner before we get started on the treatment. So if the color changes, that's why. I'm not going to tone it anything too drastic or anything like that, but just a quick disclaimer before people think that the treatment affected my color, because it doesn't. But I just want to show you, and I'm slightly embarrassed to do this, but my hair was flat ironed yesterday from the treatment and I slept on it and I didn't do it, so it's really just a disaster. I think you can maybe see I have little pieces of broken hair all over my lovely black shirt, but just to show you guys, it's very dry, breaking. It's just so bad. I'm going to go through every step of the way as far as the Pro Fiber treatment goes and kind of explain why I'm doing what I'm doing. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick little before shot on this crispiness that I have going on. Alright, so I just washed my hair and I did use the Pro Fiber shampoo, and I have gloves just because I did the toner. You don't have to use gloves for the treatment, obviously, because it's just a conditioning treatment, but I'm just going to leave them on because they're on. I just washed my hair with the Recover shampoo. Now I'm going to move into the actual treatment process. The step 2 is to do the concentrate with the activating mask. So I have this beautiful display, and I hope I don't drop everything. How pretty is that, right? Okay, so I used the Recover line, and now for the second step, we're going to be using the concentrate. I'm just going to take one here from the display. Now this can be done at the sink. If you go to a L'Oreal Professionnel salon, they should be offering this treatment. They recommend for you to wash your hair twice and towel dry. So I did. I washed my hair and it's towel dried, and I'm gonna just dry it up a little bit more. For my hair and for longer hair in general, I am going to be using the whole concentrate. So what you're going to do is take it and you're going to put it focusing on the middle to the ends. And don't mind my hot mess hair, but okay. I like to do it in like a little zigzag motion, kind of like that, and work it through. Take pretty big sections. They don't have to be super fine, but just like that. Do it through that, especially my ends. My ends are screaming. The really nice thing also with this treatment is that it smells so good. These little front pieces are very thirsty. So I basically covered everything, and I'm getting down to the end of the concentrate. I like to kind of just put whatever's left into my hand and kind of just like graze it over the top and make sure everything is fully saturated. Okay, so the mixing ratio is 1 part of the concentrate to 1.5 parts of the mask. So I use 15 mils or a full concentrate. And for the mask, I'm going to be using 23 mils, and it does come with this little scooper so you can measure it out. I like to apply with like a bowl and brush just because I feel like it's a little bit neater and a little bit more professional looking. And it's also like, you know, you're getting a service. You want to feel like you're getting a service. You don't want to be paying extra money for a treatment and then feel like they're just kind of glopping on stuff on your head. Then, I don't know. To me, it doesn't really feel right. So I have a bowl and a brush here, and you put that immediately over your hair, over the concentrate. And again, kind of just like applying it and putting it through, kind of layering it on top. Now with whatever's left over, I do like to, like I did with the concentrate, kind of just seal everything on top but you do mostly want to focus on the mid-length to the ends because that's where most of the damage is. For my hair, it's all over the place. Now this has to process for 5 minutes. What I like to do personally with my clients, I take these 5 minutes and I do like to offer them a nice little head massage. Again, it's a service, so you want it to feel like they're getting their money's worth. Obviously, you know, you pay for the product and the extra time, but you want it to feel worth it for them. You want it to feel like they're actually getting something luxurious, like a little extra bonus, not just, like I said, to throw something on top of their hair. You can take this time to give yourself a little 5-minute massage, or if you're doing it to a client, you can give them a 5-minute massage. Or if you want to just let it sit for 5 minutes, you can do that too. So once the 5 minutes are up, at this time, you're going to want to rinse this out. So whether you stayed at the sink or if you're sitting in a chair, you're going to want to go back to the sink and you're going to add a little bit of water, emulsify it, and rinse it through. Make sure that everything's thoroughly rinsed. Once I'm done rinsing everything thoroughly out, I am going to blow dry my hair so you guys can see the final result. I'm going to be using, sticking with the Recover line, the leave-in conditioner. It's a strengthening cream. It's just going to protect my hair from the heat of the blow dry and make sure everything's nice and smooth. Okay guys, so the treatment is done. I blew out my hair. Obviously I put makeup on. This is what my hair looks like. Like I said, I did tone my color, so if it does look a little bit different, that's why. But as far as the condition of my hair, it's definitely so much better. Like I did say before, my hair is naturally dry regardless, but it feels so much better. Definitely smoother, shiny, and it doesn't look like it's gonna completely fall off and breaks. And now this is just with the blowout. I didn't use a flat iron or anything like that, and I did only use the Recover leave-in. So this is like a serum in cream, but yeah, it like is alive again. So now that you guys see what this treatment actually does, I want to explain a little bit about what it actually is and how it works. So ProFiber is by L'Oreal Professionnel, different than L'Oreal that you find at your drugstore, obviously. But this is, I believe, the first long-term treatment. So it does have what's called Aptil 100. It's a revolutionary repair molecule. That's, I guess, the main ingredient that does help with the repair and recovery. It also contains an aminosilane. Internal action fortifies hair fiber from within, and it has a cationic polymer which works on the external action. It instantly resurfaces for soft and smooth hair. So basically it works from the inside and the outside. There are many conditioning treatments that kind of just sit on the hair and make the hair feel and look better, where this one actually works inside internally as well. So it not only actually makes the hair look and feel better and shinier and more smooth, it actually does fortify the hair from within. So the Aptil 100, that like magic ingredient or whatever, it stays in the hair longer than other active ingredients in different conditioning treatments. So this, it actually does grip onto the hair, and it can stay onto the hair and inside of the hair for up to 4 shampoos. So that's why, and I'll explain, but they have a whole system, and they have what's called a recharge that they recommend doing every 4th shampoo to recharge it, obviously, that Aptil 100. So a lot of other conditioning treatments do wash out fairly quickly. This is actually inside of the hair. So it doesn't just feel good for a certain amount of time, it actually is getting better within that certain amount of time. Does that make sense? I did the different steps, and I wanted to show you guys. First, for the in-salon treatment, you wash your hair, you do the treatment, which is actually a 2-step treatment, and then you rinse, and then you style it using one of the styling products. I did want to mention that you actually can cut the ratios in half for shorter hair or more fine hair. If someone has really, really long hair, you can use 2 of the concentrates. You do just want to be mindful of the ratio. It's 1 part concentrate to 1.5 parts of the activating mask. That is the in-salon treatment. You do have those different steps, and that's what I did today. So for at home, what you would do is, and I will show you because I have my little cheat sheet here. Wow, the lighting. But at home, you shampoo with the appropriate shampoo. Obviously, it reactivates the Aptil 100 every time you use it, and it treats the damage. So that's why it is recommended that you use the system as a whole, because it's meant to work together. The conditioner or the mask, you can do either or. Personally, with my hair, I like to do shampoo, conditioner, and a mask on top, and then I'll recharge when I have to. But this has ceramides, which fortify the hair, makes it nice and smooth and shiny. And now we go to the recharge, which you do after every 4 shampoos. That's what I was talking about. This recharges the Aptil 100, that magic ingredient that rebuilds the hair. And now they recommend doing the Aptil 100, the recharge, in place of your conditioner or mask. Personally, I don't find that it hurts the hair if you do shampoo, conditioner, and then the recharge. It's just using more products, but I personally just always like to use some sort of conditioner even before I do a treatment or mask or anything like that. Then they do recommend using the recommended leave-in product, especially if you are doing any sort of heat styling. You want to use a leave-in conditioner or a leave-in product. This provides the heat protection and strengthens the hair. So like I said, this works as a whole. It is a whole system. It's an at-home regimen. It's an at-home program, and that's the beauty of the Pro Fiber, that it is long-term. Over here I do have some pictures to show you. This is after the Pro Fiber shampoo. The Aptil 100 stays gripped onto the hair fiber even after 4 shampoos, like I said. And this is after traditional shampoo. The hair care molecules are washed out after a single shampoo. So this is also in regards to different treatments. So there's obviously a science and a method to the madness with all of this. They do describe that damaged hair, like mine, is negatively charged. So the Aptil 100 is a positive charge. Now, like magnets, the negative and the positive attract each other. So the Aptil 100 really clings onto the hair and helps fortify it. There's 3 different levels of damage repair as far as the Pro Fiber goes: slightly damaged hair, and very damaged hair. Level 1, which is revive. Level 2, which is restore. And level 3, which is recover. Okay, so for level 1, you'll notice it's going to have dry and rough texture, thinning ends. The color will be less vibrant and less shine. Level 2, you'll notice rough and or uneven texture, splitting ends, uneven and or oxidizing color, and dullness. For level 3, you will notice disintegrating texture. Your ends will be breaking, the color will be very faded, and your hair will be matte, so no shine. So as far as figuring out what level of damage you are, slightly damaged hair, they do talk about possibly using like a demi-permanent color or like a glaze or a toner, and mechanical damage, whether you blow your hair out or occasionally use a hot tool. For the restore, the blue one, they do talk about using more permanent color and or highlighting, and also that mechanical damage being the blow dryer or flat iron or curling iron occasionally. And for the purple, for the recover, it's for very damaged hair. That's for somebody who does permanent hair color, highlights, and frequent mechanical damage. I am the purple because I do use permanent color to lighten my natural color. I do highlight my hair, and I blow dry my hair every time I wash it, and more times than not, I'll go in with either a curling iron or a flat iron. So that's why my hair is screaming for help. Now, you can try to assess yourself as far as what level of damage you are, but I would recommend going with your stylist and having your stylist assess the level of damage with their professional opinion. Have your stylist actually feel your hair, because something to take into consideration is just to be mindful of what is actually in your hair and how old your hair is. So for example, you can think to yourself, okay, well, I got highlights, but that was like 2 years ago, so I don't get highlights anymore, so it doesn't count, my hair's not damaged. You have to remember that in most cases, all the hair that was once highlighted will be on the ends. So this hair had to start off from somewhere, right? The really cool thing, the Pro Fiber actually came out with a little app. And obviously it's a professional app. So the beauty in this is that you take a questionnaire, you yourself will answer questions, your stylist will answer questions. You guys can work together to answer the questions, and then you'll get a prescription for what your hair needs. Now, I'm obviously assessing my own hair as a client and a stylist because I am a professional and I can assess my own hair. Okay, so real quick, it'll show me my hair profile. So the hair on my head is 3 years old. I have mechanical and chemical damage. So it's pretty cool the way it breaks it down. Like, that's obviously talking about your hair as a whole. So obviously these fresh roots have not been there for 3 years, but the hair on my head as a whole is about 3 years old. So it does recommend also the in-salon treatment. Obviously I did the Recover one, and then at home, all from the Recover line. So that's pretty much it, you guys, as far as the Pro Fiber treatment goes. I think you guys can tell that my hair definitely looks a lot better than where it started out from. I know my hair needs a lot of work before I hear the comments of her hair still looks dry, her hair still looks damaged, blah, blah, blah. Because it is, but it's working in the right direction on rebuilding and strengthening the hair. Not just making it look like a miracle happened, it's actually doing good for the hair. Let me know if you guys want to learn more about each individual line, if you have any questions or anything like that. But I do hope that this was helpful, and if you feel like you can use a little bit of a treatment, maybe find a L'Oreal professional salon and have your hair assessed by a professional. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please give this a thumbs up if you did enjoy this. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, and as always, be sure to stay happy, you guys.